Hello, welcome to another 5-minute-ish lesson, and this one is going to be really fun because we're going to work over a blues progression. I'm going to show you a lot of fun things in it, like how to make the bass line, like how to make the chopping part, and some fun melodies that you can play after me as well. So does that sound all right? So first of all, I'll just play a little bit for you so you can hear what it sounds like, okay? This will be just really short and then we'll get right into the lesson. That's a little bit what it sounds like. That's the blues. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to do everything. So first of all, let's start with this chop thing that I do. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's really simple. I'm kind of imitating the snare drum. It looks like this. So how do we do that? There's a couple ways to do it. First of all, I want you to start with this. This is called Windshield Wiper. So hold your bow right in front of you just like this, right? Parallel to the ground. Make sure that your pinky is on top. You've got a good bow hold. Hopefully my bow hold is all right now. I'm not sure. I think it's okay, right? Check your bow hold. Just take some time. You know all the things your teachers have said to you about your bow hold. You got it? Now what I want you to do is this. Push with your pinky. And you're going to get a windshield wiper. You've probably already done this. That's your windshield wiper. You can do a big windshield wiper. You can do a little windshield wiper. All right. And then, now, if we were to cover our strings with our fingers, like this, just let our fingers fall, and then we do a windshield wiper and just let the bow bounce, it doesn't make much of a sound. Very quiet, right? Now, if we take our fingers off the strings and just let it bounce, still not a ton of sound there, right? But if we also let the bow drag a little bit like this, so just kind of letting it drag against two strings, I can aim for the bottom two strings, G and D for violin, or the high strings like this. Now, if I cover those strings with my hand, go ahead and try this, and then I drag and drop the bow with a little bit of a drag and a little bit of a drop. Or I can do it on the top strings. And that's how we get a really easy version of what some people call a chop. So let's try that. And of course, it's important where you put it. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. You can try it on the high strings, or you can try it on the low strings, or you can try it on the middle strings, and you'll just get slightly different, higher, lower sounds. Now, just for fun, we can try doing like a double bounce. The way I think of that is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. Or you can do like multiple bounces, like ricochet it like this. So anyway, that's a way to do it. You can also do it here at the frog if you want, just as long as you're covering the strings. You just kind of, again, just kind of drop, but also drag. And there's other ways that people do it where they'll really stick it like this, kind of push out a little bit. That takes a little more practice. Maybe I'll save that for another video. But anyway, sometimes I like to say, you can also clap your hands or snap your fingers or whatever. All right, so now what I want you to do is play some lines after me. Can you play that starting on D? Starting on B, starting on F, starting on D, so just keep playing after me. I'm going to start on A. Okay, let's try some more. I'm using a low 2 on violin. It's kind of with a little bit of slide. I'll play that one again because it's tricky. Let's do one more round of these, okay? Hey, congratulations. That's a lot of focus to go through that. Now, at any point, you can rewind and you can try those play after me exercises again. But I'm going to show you another thing that you can work on right now that has to do with how this backing track is put together. So there are some chords that I play in the blues, and I'm just going to spell them out for you as I play the bass line. And what I'd like for you to do is learn the bass line. So the first chord is on a D, and here's the bass line. And then it goes to G, and here's the bass line. Back to D. And that's the bass line. You can rewind it if you like, but let me also just explain it really briefly, because if you write this out, it might be helpful for you. So basically we have the D chord happens for 4 bars, and then we have the G chord that happens for 2 bars, and then the D chord that happens for 2 bars again. That's 8 so far. Then we have A for 1 bar, G for 1 bar, and D for 2 bars. That makes a total of 12 bars for a 12-bar blues. They call it a 12-bar blues because it's a blues and it happens over 12 bars. So the bass line is based on, for every chord that happens, like when the D chord happens, we always start with D. And that's usually what the bass does. The bass will play often the root of the chord on the downbeat of the chord. So the downbeat of the chord, when is that? That's the downbeat. Downbeat, right? So on the downbeat of the chord, we play the root of the chord. And the root of a D chord is D. Now, if you want some more theoretical stuff, I'll just give it to you briefly, and don't let it throw you off. But basically, we can think of each of these notes in the bass line as a number. So just like from the scale D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is 1 again, right? So if we think of those numbers, then we have 1, 3, 5, 6, 1, 3, 5, 6, 1, 3. Then we go to G. Back to D. right, so just to take this out, I'm going to play some lines. And you play them back. One more time. Hey, congratulations, you got through this lesson. And this one actually took almost about 11 minutes. So great job focusing on this. Make sure to go back, try out some of these parts again as much as you want, record yourself, and submit your recording to your teacher to get credit, or just check it out yourself, share it with your family, share it with your friends. Happy practicing.